Hey everybody! Thanks for joining us today. On a we're in the ruins of this particular one. It's the everyday Saturday game. Everyday Saturday. Words, right? You guys, I don't have problems with math. I have problems with words. And we're going to be being joined by a new player. You've seen him before. You love him. You hate him. He's frightened of the dark at this point. Ziggy is not the real player. And we will be joining them. So they're going to be actually taking up and starting off at the end of the Blue Water Inn and Tavern. Yeah, I think that's where we're starting off at. I'm trying to remember any other notes that we have. Let you know that next Friday we'll be on D and Denial's channel again with the Dadura Shiva campaign that's going on, and back to here again next Saturday. And then next Sunday we have the Real Grey Mouser and Company going on, and then we have In the Void happening on Sundays as well. So every other Sunday is 4 games almost back to back all weekend long. So I enjoy it. It gives me some time. But trying to keep up with everybody, trying to do all kinds of things, it's fun. So anyways, let's meet the players. Hi guys, how are you all?
Hello.
Hello.
So go ahead and introduce yourselves and let everybody know who you're playing. We'll start with Multalk at the top, Miss Robin.
Hi, I'm Robin. I'm playing Multalk, and I don't do anything special on the internet. I'm just here for a good time. So, about it.
Okay, I guess that's it. Yeah, okay. Robin is a woman of few words. Next, we'll move over to Lyak.
Hi, I'm Nat. I play Lyak. I'm also a person of few words. I don't really do anything. Play D&D and Legends of Kralis, but yeah. I don't even have a TikTok.
You don't have you're on no social. I even asked M. I'm like, M, does Nat have any socials they'd like to put up? No. Okay.
I don't have any social media.
And then totally off the grid. Well, not really off the grid. But kind of off the grid. So and then we also have the wonderful, amazing M, who's also known as Dungeons and Dorks on TikTok. She is I don't know, what are you? Who are you?
I'm a person that plays D&D and is deaf, and talks about both.
And she just got new hearing aids too, so that's amazing. So
Fancy new hearing aids.
and what's cool about these hearing aids, I almost want them for myself, simply because the fact is they attach to Bluetooth. Like, how cool is that?
It's very cool.
The next stage is to actually be replacing, more than just the cochlear implants, maybe replacing the whole thing. 20 years ago, that wasn't even an option. Now it's like, hey, we can put them in Bluetooth for you.
Brand new ears.
Is the most cyborg out of all of it.
Yes, very. And we are also now joined by Ziggy, who is also known as Out of Print GM on my every other Sunday game. Brother Tracken, how are you today?
Not doing bad. So you'll find me on all my social medias or at least all the social medias that matter as Out of Print GM. So give us a follow if you want.
And as Monday Pundays are fantastic.
Well, debatable.
I didn't say that they were good. I just said they're fantastic. Big difference here. And so when we last left off, you guys, you had survived your first encounter with the undead, or at least some of the undead. And if it wasn't for a very quick thinking Lyak, I think Mar would have been RIP'd that session.
I'd have made a new character.
Yeah. And then we would have had to deal with the emotional scarage that Lyak has. So that's always fun. So,
That is true. There'll be some good character development when
right.
Lyak or Mar dies.
So when you guys, I'm sorry, go ahead.
We probably would have TPK'd if it wasn't for Laia.
Yeah, probably.
Well, it's interesting is Lyak is actually Nat's character. Nat's actually using spells and powers that haven't been used yet in the way that in a combination that I haven't seen yet, and it's really kind of awesome to see how it's stretching the rules. So, I mean, I don't know if you guys heard about the other game last Sunday. Out of print, who plays Ziggy, has this ability to create a shadow chest. Right, they can open up a connection to the shadow world and put chests in there. Well, they came across what's called a thaumic explosive device, which is quite literally a small nuclear item that, if it blows up, can do a lot of damage. And he's like, okay, I'm gonna grab it, turn it on, and throw it into my shadow chest. I was like, okay, that works. And I'm thinking all the consequences of all the shadow creatures he just killed and stuff are gonna come hunting for him. And Ziggy already has a fear of the dark, so that's really gonna be interesting.
It's thematic.
It's thematic. So we're going to pick off with you guys. Just last time we left off, you had just met Brother Traken. And as a recon there, Brother Traken, you had introduced yourself and had healed the wounds of all of them, except I think Lyak. You're the only one that wasn't damaged, were you?
Yes, I was still at full health.
Yeah. So the two warriors were like really bad. Warrior needs food kind of issue.
Okay, how much fatigue am I down for casting?
At the most, 6 fatigue.
Okay. That's not bad. I've 134 fatigue, so.
So I'm gonna throw it in your guys' court to kind of get to know each other.
Oh, we have to roleplay in a role-playing game?
Oh, right. I mean, sorry. I mean, we can just throw dice all day. I can put you in just a regular grinder, and and take you back to the ruins and just like seal you in permanently.
Oh god. Oh no.
So, are there any other injuries that require servicing?
I think only pride now.
Pride is a dangerous thing when broken and damaged. I recommend food and mead.
Food is always a good option.
We have ordered food. If you would like to join us for a meal.
I would be happy to join you for a meal.
If that is okay with everybody else, of course. I don't want to just invite somebody to sit with us.
Mar gives like an accepting grunt.
Excellent. As soon as the food's brought out, before anybody starts tucking in, I will put my hands together and say a prayer to Alal. Because Alal will be there for you.
He has been waiting to be able to use those terms.
What you mean?
He created the entire character based off of that particular phrase, just to let you know.
That's
And I
fair.
love it.
I love that. I love that for you.
That's it. We're all gonna just stare at each other around the table now. Just like, hi,
Yeah.
I'm odd. I don't know how to roleplay.
I mean, the moment Mar gets his food, he is just gonna tuck in and act as if there aren't 3 other people at the table. You know?
Right. So I did send everybody I think.
You did send a menu to us.
Right. I did. It's in the stream, isn't it? And yeah. So if you want to order something else other than food and mead, Brother Traken, there is a menu up at the top. I actually should probably pin that. We'll pin that. And where you guys have it, and they're kind of disappointed that the roasted phoenix was just chicken that was come out with rum on it, and it was a flame.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a pretty cool idea.
I mean, I think it's delightful. I think it's fantastic. Lyak was hoping to actually eat a firebird.
I'll have the steamed pheasant.
The steamed pheasant with a coriander and onion and a glass of wine. All right.
Yes,
So
I did have to read it twice because first read it, it said steamed peasant, but no.
let's steamed peasant. Describe what Brother Traken looks like? What's
So going from the top down, he's Chova. Yeah. So head's uncovered. He's completely bald with the raised forehead. He's got a dark beard, but it's very closely trimmed and maintained. He is wearing. Hang on. Roll that down. I am currently wearing scale armour, but a backpack over this shoulder. It's got a bedroll tied around it, and it seems to be just full of assorted gear. And strapped over his right shoulder to his left hip, there's a healer's satchel with a bunch of patches for quick grab bandages going up the strap there. He's got a big shield on his back and a flange mace at his hip. He seems a charming and easygoing person.
So we've really never really did this. I don't think we don't really know what Multak even looks like. Let's put Robin under the microscope because that's where they love to be.
No.
Right. Describe Multak to us as the best as you see a Rakas. I mean, you even told me one time you like the sexy Beast Boys or something like that, right?
Sexy green babes. Yeah, no, she's like an entire foot taller than I am in real life. So she's got kind of like pale greeny grey skin. I imagine her having tusks, but I don't.
No, they have tusks. They do. They do have
Yeah,
tusks.
She has tusks, but like little small ones, like. And she wears like. What armor did I give her? Like I haven't described her.
Check the character sheet.
Yeah, I'm just. She has like a big leather backpack, and she wears. She does wear armor, but no, she doesn't wear armor because you get bonus. So she kind of has like some leather skins on her. She has big boots. She has big backpack, and her hair's kind of like browny grey. And she's quite stoic. And yeah.
Brilliant.
I've had a better description, but
No, that works.
sexy green babe.
Sexy green babe.
Sexy green babe.
Sexy green
Big
babe.
muscles, very muscular, very unlike me. Opposite. Very muscular, very strong.
Horrendous.
Horrendous?
Horrendous.
Did we ever go over what Lyak and Ma look like?
No,
in
we were
this?
about to get to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your guys'.
It's our turn to go into the spotlight. We have a drawing, to be fair.
I mean, you have a drawing.
But Mar is a big, tall boy, incredibly muscly. He's got very, very Highland cow-esque horns that like go up and out. His hair is like a chestnutty brown, and it starts like it's very very dark, almost black at the snout, and then as it goes further up, it's going sort of chestnut brown, almost it's starting to grey a bit around the ears and around the top. He's got a few battle scars. I think the most prominent one is he's got like a scar that goes across the front of his nose. And he wears ring armor, so he's all armored up. And just like even looking at his hands or just looking at the sort of skin on his nose, everything just looks very worn. Everything looks like, even though he's not particularly old for a Bahul, it looks like he's been through it quite a bit, basically.
Hell
And
weeks.
he'll give you that sort of vibe of very don't talk to me while I'm eating, don't talk to me while I'm
Not eating.
sitting. Yeah, exactly. Don't talk to me while I'm eating, don't talk to me while I'm not eating. Unless he's looking at his partner Lyak, at which point the look kind of softens up a little bit.
So, what is that relationship like? I mean, what is that from Mars' point of view? I mean,
Hello there.
well, hello there.
Mars very much it's almost like not a physically romantic relationship, but like Mar would die for Lyak, basically. Mar very much sees Lyak as like a soulmate at this point, just from traveling together and getting on so well, and Mar's grown very attached to his tiny ferret friend.
Wife.
Wife. Yeah,
I
tiny
wish
ferret
I
wife.
was someone's tiny ferret wife.
There's nothing physical. We don't need an image of a hamster eating a banana. It's just very,
Stop that.
it's very loving.
And thank you for joining the stream today. We will be moving.
Yeah, it's very wholesome. Super wholesome.
Well, because I actually wanted to ask that about that, because I know that you know, you can have a lot of commitments, a lot of bonds to a lot of different species, right? And within the world of Kralis, species are incapable of crossbreeding, if you know what I'm taking. So there's no like half Kova or half Rakas or half Bahul. They're all one particular species. And what is Lyak? Let's talk about Lyak.
So Lyak is a Balian, as those of you who have tuned in probably know. She has like reddish browny fur, almost like mahogany colored, but her markings bear a very striking resemblance to those of a red panda. So there's like white around her eyes, there are white stripes across her face and across her forehead. There's a little there is a patch of black fur sticking out of the top of her like fur shirt. Got like a leather shirt on, with pockets all up the sides and like a bandolier across her chest. She's got a pair of
Oh,
cotton
look at that. So cute.
trousers on. Her little ferret hands are kind of like a dark black brown color, similar color to the fur that can be seen sticking out of her top of her shirt. She stands at about 3 feet tall. She's not the shortest, but also not quite. She has very bright, inquisitive eyes, and her eyebrows are incredibly expressive because they stand out so much on her face. She just looks very curious all the time. And to her, her relationship with Mar is definitely a kind of a spiritual, more emotional, romantic connection than a physical one. The physical aspect is not important to Lyak at all.
Very cool. We never really actually talked about that relationship. I think that's
No,
really
we
kind of cool. And that's pretty amazing. So you guys are all sitting around this table, obviously eating. And the topic of the returning to the ruins comes up. How do you want to handle that?
So we need to go back.
We do.
We do.
Where would you be heading back to?
We we got chased out of some ruins by some aberrations, I guess would be the word. They are a crime against the sanctity of life and the cycle of life and death. And I would absolutely love to go and deal with those, but I'm not a fighter, so to speak. And they got the jump on our companions, my companions, our companions. Would you like to join us?
If there is evil in this world that needs to be dealt with, Brother Traken is your fellow. Yes, in other words.
Extends a paw, still kind of shoveling roasted chicken into her mouth with the other hand, and says, "Well, welcome aboard."
Now we know what's in there. We stand a better chance. Because last time we were unprepared.
We will not run this time.
There is nothing wrong with running.
Mar looks so like self-scolded by the fact that they had to run away.
Just droopy ears. Like, I can't believe we got defeated, man.
Like sort of pats him
When you say there's nothing wrong with running, Moltek kind of side eyes over at Mar, like,
If you did not run, you could not have warned people of the dangers.
It was a strategic retreat so that we could regroup and bolster our forces.
And
Very pointed look at Mara and Maltak for beating themselves up.
Mar's just like looking down at his empty plate, looking up at Multek. Like, can you
What do you-
believe these pansies telling us it's okay to run away?
what do you mean we can't just punch our way through all the
We can
problems?
punch our way through the problems.
If you could do that, we wouldn't have had to run now, would we?
We'll go back and punch through them now.
So it was getting close to evening. Did you guys want to?
I feel like going back when it's night is not.
It's a bad idea.
Yeah,
Like, seems like a bad idea.
It's not the move, I think.
Not the move, Chief. I think the move is to go to bed. And
Have a nap.
tomorrow.
Will
have a snooze.
markets still be open in the evening?
Yeah, it's only about 5 or 6 o'clock, and there's only a couple of stores that are actually markets that are actually open. It's not really a marketing like little town. They have specific stores that you could actually go to in the village itself.
Oh, sure. Well, in that case, I would like to, as we discussed earlier, Levi, uh, go and buy the necessary ingredients to be able to make. If I just find the name again. Up to.
Up-tos. The fatigue restoring items that you guys are able to create. All
One of
right.
the kind of the staples of Balian cuisine.
Very much so. So,
Not hot pockets, they're health pockets.
ooh, fatigue pockets actually.
Yeah, they restore fatigue.
so the chimichangas then.
Yeah,
I guess so. Yeah. Interesting.
they're like Pop-Tarts for your
For your fatigue.
spirituality.
There you go.
Not
Right
hard
on.
for your heart.
Nah.
Yeah,
Oh, there's an advert.
Right. So you
We're not sponsored by Pop-Tart.
yeah,
We're
they're
not
hot
sponsored by
pockets for the soul.
you spend about an hour kind of finding the appropriate ingredients, which is what are you going to make yours out of? I think that don't they come with like let's see, they normally come with rice, fish, or other meats packed into a diamond-shaped container of a woven leaf, right?
Nah, if you make these out of rice and milk, I'm gonna quit.
going
I'm just telling you
What's it
now.
going to?
You better.
I think
And so it takes a little bit of while, but what kind of protein will you put into these? I guess what kind of is it going to be fish? Is it going to be red meats? Is it going to be the other meats of like ground
White-
pork,
like
pork,
poultry?
chicken?
I think Layak will probably buy fish or some sort of reptilian meat because
Interesting.
having tried crocodile before, it's got like an almost fish-like texture to it, and I'm really into that. So I think Layak would be as well.
Okay, awesome. So the town of Cold Iron actually sits near the one of the large rivers that's actually used to transport goods back and forth, and it's often infested with alligators. So there is alligator meat if you so wish to use that.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna use alligator meat. I'm not gonna tell anybody else what they are.
Right?
These are a trade secret, so I'm not planning on sharing these with the rest of the party.
Right, understood.
Unless they ask nicely.
So you'll be using the herbalism skill to actually do that. So once you've got the stuff together, it's going to take you a couple hours to actually cook everything, put it all together, and package it up right. And now when you do it correctly, they last, for anywhere from 3 to 7 days, depending on how well you do it. So do you want to use the cooking and baking part of the herbalism to figure this out?
Absolutely do, yeah.
All right. So go ahead and make your skill check roll.
That is not 5.
It's not 5. Ot 5. You rolled an ot 5.
Yeah.
Oh, good for you. Good. That's
I mean, you'll punish me for it later.
yeah. At some point, yeah. I mean, they become rotten.
Yeah. A stiff
bite
breeze
into
will
one.
kill Lyak, so
You get the taste of milk and rice.
No. If I eat the milk and rice hot pockets, I'm gonna cry.
you're
I'm
not.
on screen.
First of all, there's no milk in them. Second of all, who said you're getting any? They're mine.
This is fair.
You're gonna
This
be
is fair.
greedy.
I need them.
They're your hot pockets.
I
no one
need
else's.
them.
Sorry, just like the image of a little ferret, or just like eating these little hot pockets with
It's very
With-
cute.
so
Just-
good.
Food debris on his face. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So good.
All the white fur is becoming like a bit ready with the sauce and stuff.
That just sounds like it's gonna look like she's just eating blood. It's gonna look like she's just
Looks like, you know, when
some sort of
dogs
intimidation tactic.
or like animals with like a white muzzle
Yeah,
eat meat and they've kind of got like pink around their mouth.
that's what I was imagining.
It's
Yeah,
kind of like that.
that's very cute.
That is cute.
That is kind of cute. All right.
Like only the white parts around her mouth get that sort of color. The kind of the copper colored fur gets just slightly darker.
Nice.
All right. So that's on one. So you're gonna have to do. How many did you purchase? How much? There are about 10 silver pieces for all the equipment that you need to purchase
I have
to make
4.
one.
I spent 60 silver, so I'm gonna make 6.
All right. That's your first one. Let's go ahead and make the other ones that you want.
That is 18.
Okay. So that was a total of 18 successes on that one.
Oh, I didn't roll my. Whoops. That was a 5. Sorry, on the exploding die.
So it's 5. And so what's your skill? How many successes did you get?
My herbalism is 65.
So you got what, 11 successes?
Yeah.
These are excellently made. And what I'll do is, because you've made them so well, that not only do they restore the 3d10 fatigue points that they normally do, I will also say they restore a d10 of health.
Oh wow.
Nice.
On that one. That one.
Yeah, that one.
That one.
Put that
I'm
one
gonna
to
be
one
adding
side.
these.
That's a special one.
individually to my character sheet.
All right, let's roll for the other ones.
That is 63. Oof.
That one's the standard one.
Sorry, I'm making sure I add these separately.
Yeah, because if you get a really good one.
Yeah. I can't spell fatigue. Right, next one. That is.
If you want to, instead of spelling fatigue, you just could use the abbreviation FP, right?
Sure, yeah, that's a very fair point. Fatigue points, and then because I've used HP for hit points, so I should have thought about that. That's definitely made this a lot quicker. That's 29.
Yeah, that's like an average. So it's still, I mean, if you get like an excellent or masterful check on these, I will allow, the masterful could even be 2d10 if you do it right. So we'll see.
Pressure's on.
The pressure's on.
Well,
You got this.
oh god. Hold on. Oh god. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's
It's all
fine.
good.
Fine. These dice have not failed me yet.
Famous last words.
Oof, that's a 77.
Yep.
Did you fail on that one?
I did, yeah.
Yeah. You go to put that all together, and it's the rice and the alligator are starting to get a little overcooked, and it just doesn't stick together, and it kind of, I mean, it'll be all right, but it's like It's like it just isn't sticking together because it's starting to become overcooked.
Sure. Does that one still restore FP? Or is that
I will say that it will restore less FP, obviously. I'm trying to figure out. Let's just say it restores 2d10 instead of 3d10.
sure. That is a 38.
So how many successes is that?
Uh, 2. I think it's just shy of 3 successes.
Just shy of 3. So that's just a standard one.
Sure. That's 54, which is 1 success.
Right. So that's still average as long as you don't
Yeah,
really mess them up.
we're getting there. Getting into some mediocre territory.
Yeah, you had a really good one, and then you just went because you're overcooking stuff.
Come on. Oh, hello. That's a not 1.
Is that a not one?
Oh my
Oh, right
God.
on. So that's 6
Obviously,
success,
all
7
these get-
successes. Let's go ahead and roll your exploding and see how many more successes you get with that.
That's 8.
8 altogether.
Oh, that's 8 on the exploding die.
So that's 14. So this one's massively cooked. You kind of threw out the other stuff and kind of started making it with fresh rice. The other ones like had the rice kind of burnt on the bottom, kind of taste and things like that. You finally put one together that it's masterful. And I'm going to say it not only does it increases it to 4d10 of fatigue, it also heals back 2d10 worth of health.
Oh, wow. It's perfect.
Yeah, this one was perfect. Grandma would be pleased.
Damn, I love cooking with Lyak.
She's pretty good.
Mm.
I'm gonna have to do it more often.
Right?
Well, I've got herbalism, so there's no reason not to, right?
Right? Yeah.
Does she have a teeny tiny apron?
Pardon?
Does she have a teeny tiny apron?
She has like it's just like a fur apron. It's not.
Little apron.
It's very. I wouldn't say primitive. That would be doing.
It's rustic.
Yeah, it's rustic. It's homely.
We love a cottage core queen.
You won't be saying that when Lyke has blood all over her mouth, but sure, sure.
So you spend the next couple of hours kind of like picking up the stuff, and make a convince check just to see if you convince the owner of the Blue Water Inn that you actually allowed them to use your their kitchen. Because either that or you're gonna have to go out someplace and build your own little mini kitchen.
That is.
Secret
Oof.
kitchen.
That's a 48, which is a failure. My convince is 45.
Yeah, they're like, they're not really sure about your recipe, and they say no.
Are you by yourself when you're doing this?
I mean, Lyke probably didn't ask anybody to come with her.
Alright.
She's just going shopping. It's not too exciting, although, everybody else was welcome to come with if they wanted. It's not.
If she said she was going, Mar would have probably come with.
Sure.
Can Mar stand intimidatingly behind Lyak to try and be like, let the small ferret use the kitchen?
I will allow you to make a convince intimidate check. If you fail, there's going to be serious consequences. And I'm not allowing you to do a heroic luck check on this one.
When you say convince, intimidate. Is that using my strength?
That would be intimidate. Do we have intimidate? Fabrication. What is it? Interrogate maybe is what I was thinking. Hold on. No. Convince.
Because it says convince either intelligence, strength, or charisma.
Right, but I wanted to make sure I did what I did. Yeah, so it would be convince, because you're gonna try to. Yeah, so it literally says in the rule book, wouldn't either. They normally wouldn't either by persuasion, charisma, or by intimidation, strength. For instance. So yeah, you can definitely intimidate them. But be aware that you are intimidating the owner of the inn.
Please don't fuck this up. Don't fuck this up.
So, I rolled a 76,
Oh no.
but my strength is 102.
So what would that make your modifier?
My modifier is 10.
What's your convince skill?
I'm gonna make a. This is not so much as a skepticism as to determine if you're lying, but more like a willpower check versus for your skill check. So how many successes did you get? 3 or 4?
I'm bad at maths.
What's your
What's your skill?
My strength is 102.
And you rolled a what? Well, no. So no, don't. It's not a charisma. It's still a charisma check. Skill check.
Still a charisma.
Right.
Yeah, it's a convince check, but it's using your strength instead
As
of
you right
charisma.
instead of your modified. Instead of, yeah.
Sorry, I'm full.
No worries.
My charisma's 69.
And you rolled a what?
A 76. And my strength mod is a 10.
That
9.
so how do you position yourself? I want you to physically show me now without getting up, but just sitting there. How do you intimidate the owner of the inn? I mean, what do you physically do?
I stand directly behind Lyak and proper stand up straight and fold my arms and just kind of glare. In a way that Lyak probably isn't aware that I'm trying to intimidate from behind her.
The reason why I ask, do you do any like snorting? Like like a bull.
A little proper bull grunt, yeah.
Do you like do anything else like with the twist of your head? I mean, I'm trying to. The reason why is because I'm about to give you 3 additional successes because she critically failed her willpower check not to be avoided. So I want you to earn it, I guess, a little bit more. I will
describe it. He fully stands. He not only stands behind Lyak, but stands in a position so that he's blocking out any light behind him. So he is just a big shadow. He glares down at her and lets out this really low, bull grunt. And then just cracks his neck a little bit and his little ears twitch.
Cracks his neck even.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then, he's folding his arms so that his muscles are fully tensed up.
So Lyak is there trying to talk, and she's looking down, listening, and is starting to shake her head like no, and then she just sounds like her plan. What kind of utensils do you need? Do you need pots? We'll be glad to help you. Do you need any? What else do you need? Do you need more fresh alligator? Because we got plenty of fresh alligator, along with some perch and some other fish that we have. Do you want help with this?
Mar will ease up slightly and step back a bit so that Lyak hopefully thinks she convinced them all on her own.
Do I have to? You know what? No, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna make a check of any kind to try and see whether or not I realize that because Lyak doesn't care. As long as she's got the the end result that she was looking for.
Marcus.
Well, yeah, she and I mean it's almost like you're watching the owner, and I've forgotten her name. I have to go get it. Kind of look down at you and then kind of glance up, and she's got this like her eyes are a little like not really sure, like brows bent and stuff like that. And when she looks up, it becomes this. Yeah, sure. We'll be glad to do that. She kind of physically moves back and her eyes open up and stuff like that. And stuff. So, just to let you guys know, I don't know if you're there, but Master Markham has joined us. He's actually in the Friday night campaigns, and he actually plays a Balian. So this is an interesting way of him to learn about one of the things that you know about because of lore. He's actually creating, what are these things called again? Do you remember?
The Haptu.
The Haptu?
Yeah,
They are a specialty item that Balian create based off of their diets. Correct?
Yeah, they're like a staple of Balian cuisine, made of rice, either meat or fish, and wrapped in kind of a little pouch
And
made
what's
of leaves.
cool about them is they actually allow you to restore health, fatigue predominantly, but if you do a masterful cooking with your herbalism, the GM should allow you to fish taco. No, not quite fish tacos. But yeah, so that's what you've been creating, and you spend the rest of the evening. Does Mar like hang out, or what? How does this work? Does Mar like hang out near the kitchen, or does Mar go back to?
Mar knows not to get in the way, but Mar will kind of stand by the door, partly making sure no one comes in to interrupt, because he wants Lyak to be able to give all of her attention to her cooking and have a
Quite
nice
literally,
kitchen.
you have a guard guarding the kitchen to keep the kitchen from bothering you.
Yes.
Excellent.
And also just so he can watch with admiration, because she's very clever and he doesn't get it at all, but he's very proud of her.
A
He's
fish
just happy to
taco.
be involved.
Fish taco.
Bless.
All right.
He's just happy.
Okay, so you spend like the next couple hours. It's getting late into the evening. 7 or 8 o'clock, and you guys still haven't figured out sleeping arrangements. Did you want to rent a room here? Do you want to travel back?
I think rent a room here, unless anyone's
Yeah.
got any problems with that. Okay, cool.
I was thinking renting a room.
Brother
Right,
Tracken, you already have one because you've been here for a couple of days.
Right, well, what I will do is I'm going to spend an hour whilst eating my meal to just go through a basic sermon in my head to give myself a +10 bonus.
Okay.
And then there's a little stage in the corner of the tavern, I assume, yes?
A little stage? Yeah.
Right, I'm going to go to the little stage and I'm going to do a speech roll, and I'm going to recite one of the teachings of Elal to the masses.
He's
And try not to
proselytizing.
bore them off their beer.
He's proselytizing. Dig it.
Yep, I'm a missionary. That's my job.
He's busking for the Lord.
Busking for the Lord. I want that on a t-shirt.
No doubt.
Brother Tracken, busking for the Lord.
Busting for the Lord.
I'll be there for you.
All
Right, so that gives me a speech skill.
What you're gonna need to do is just roll your divine knowledge.
Divine knowledge 57, so that's up to 67.
Right, and just make your check and see how well you do.
2 successes.
He gets to get up there. He clears his way, and he begins to speak in a relatively light voice, in a sense. But he starts to get everybody's attention, and a couple people in the back are kind of like, "Oh, this is not what we came for. Get off the stage," kind of thing.
keep my eye out just in case fruit starts flying my way.
I keep it out. How long are you gonna proselytize?
It's just a short sermon, you know, about the need to socialise. Basically, it's about the need to socialise and build a community.
All right, very good.
Because, you know, it's important to have friends, because I'll be there for you.
That's so wholesome. What the hell?
Oh,
Yeah, honest proselytizing.
It's working. You're busking for the Lord very well. I'm converted.
oh,
Yeah, is Mark converted?
Mars not. I am.
Alright.
Mars in the kitchen guarding his wife right now.
Does anyone in the audience do the like?
In what sense? Like a golf clap?
No, like the clap from the Friends theme song.
Do you know we actually have a theme song written for that? Actually using that particular thing,
Amazing.
just to let you know.
I came up with it halfway through a session.
Yeah, just because it's a lol. Be there for you.
Is one
It's
of the
a terrible
hymns
pun.
just Smelly Cat?
No,
I mean, it is now.
it is now.
Not in on the
I'll stop
joke because I
talking.
haven't seen Friends.
Yeah,
won't
all these
encourage
jokes will go
anyone.
straight over Nat's head.
You've never seen Friends, Nat?
No, I haven't. I've never seen a single episode of it.
Oh, you're not missing anything.
I mean, you're missing.
You're not
Me
missing anything.
and my sister watched it religiously as teenagers, so you're missing a part of my childhood.
It's not my favorite sitcom,
You've
but
seen
it's like
Thundercats?
a warm cup of soup. Like,
Then what's your language? It's like a warm cup of soup.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good description of Friends.
Everyone knows the best sitcom is Third Rock.
Yes, absolutely.
Sean Lithgow was always just really good in everything he's in, even though his breakout role really was as Lord Farquaad in the cinematic masterpiece Shrek.
That's made me so violently angry.
Anyway,
before Robin freaks
once
out.
completed, I will then go get another. I'll get a flagon of mead, and if anybody wishes to speak, I will be taking confessional in the corner.
So just to let you know, there is a large church of Gishra here. And so many of the people you're speaking to are either connected directly with the believe, are followers of Gishra, or they are absolute atheists. Meaning that they don't have any affiliation with any deity. So you rolled 3 successes on your divine lore, right?
Yeah. I don't get followers yet. I'll get them later on.
Okay, I was just rolling to see if anybody actually came up to you. People kind of like are whispering about you in the sense of, can you believe this guy kind of was talking about, doesn't he know that we worship Gishra here in Cold Iron, kind of thing. So it takes a little while, but a lot of people begin to like just leave, talk to you, but not really talk to you about Elal, but more about
Just pleasantries.
Gishra and pleasantries. They're like, hey, by the way, did you know that?
Oh, Earth Mother. Right.
The Earth Mother.
I'm just looking up what Gishra was. Because I don't know a great deal about the deities yet. I'm still learning.
No worries. All right, so the evening comes to an end. You guys make your way up to you're renting rooms, I assume. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys make your way to your rooms. Who's sharing rooms? Is Mar and I guess they're sharing a room, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Are Multak, are you going to share that room with them, or try to get your own?
Oh, well, we've only known each other for a day, so I feel like it'd be a bit crashed in on bed days.
So you're gonna get your room by yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure. I mean, you know, make sure everybody's happy. So the night goes by without issue. There's a large festival happening downstairs. A small party begins about midnight, ends about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So it's not like you don't get good sleep, but it's definitely not as restful as you would have liked.
It's like only in student halls.
Right? Exactly. And the next morning, you find yourselves in the common room of the inn where you guys were last night eating dinner. Did you want to eat breakfast before you return? What is your plan? Are you going back?
Yeah, plan is head back.
Okay.
I
Eat
say
breakfast.
eat breakfast, head back.
Eat breakfast, beat up skeletons.
Good porridge.
Good
Eat
porridge.
breakfast, punch some skeletonies, get the girl,
Hopefully survive.
hopefully.
Also
survive.
survive.
That's always a big one. All right, so you guys spend the next hour eating breakfast. It's a variety of breads, sweetbreads, porridges, leftover meats from last night that are not to say that they were like half chewed on, but you know, like whatever they didn't finish or stuff like that. There's no waste. You know, it's ground, it's cut up chicken, sliced up beef, and some fresh biscuits. There is a large container of this brown liquid that smells really, really good. Who wants to try it?
Go on, I'll have a cup of coffee.
Absolutely.
Yeah, go on.
Who's taking it?
I'll have it.
Me.
I think we'll all have some.
All right, very good. Now, for the end of the night, just to let you guys know that your any fatigue that you had lost has been returned to you because you slept. So there's no need for any of that. Health, if you were down, you shouldn't have been down because Brother Tracken took care of that the night before. And you guys should be good to go. Anything that you want to do before you decide to head back?
Yeah, how much is it going to cost for a packed lunch for each of us from the what's left of the breakfast? You know, bread rolls, cold meats, cheese, similar.
About 5 silver pieces each. And it's a fairly good packed lunch.
Yeah, I'll drop
If there's
20
enough,
silver.
there's enough for
I'll drop
that.
20 silver and get lunch for everybody.
Aw.
How much would it cost for me to get? I want to say cooked utensils because that's what it is in D&D, but for me to be able to cook things on the road, like over a fire, what would I have to do for that?
That's a good question. I think that's going to be an equipment, like cooking supplies.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
There is, I believe. Drinking skin. This kit. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Our god has gone. No gods, no masters.
We've been
I had to let in the greater god of the cat.
Of course.
You know, cat god. Let's see here. Cooking utensils. I don't see them in adventuring gear.
Neither do I, which is why I'm.
Climber's kit, compass. I wonder if it's in utensils or tools. Let's go to tools. Okay, we got tools.
I could have had a +10 to my herbalism check because I have a herbalism kit.
Well, right. If you have an herbalism kit, yeah, so that gives you a little bit more.
Would that come under the cook's utensils? Come under a herbalism kit? If it's using the herbalism skill.
Well, that'd just be a cookbook, wouldn't it? If it was a book.
So the herbalism kit comes with clippers, storage pouches, glass jars, mortar and pestle, and those kind of things. I actually don't think we actually have like a cooking kit because no one's ever asked. I never thought about let's put a cooking tent. You know, no one.
During character creation, I bought a fine quality herbalism kit.
Okay.
It's very exciting. You know, plus 15. Because I don't need to buy weapons or armor, so.
So you know what? We'll just make one up. Kind of
Okay.
like so we'll use the. We'll use something like the climber's kit cost. So it's about 40 silver pieces, and what it comes with is pots, pans, some either iron like or steel like steel pounded out for plates, forks, knives, or a spork. Actually, I think that'd probably be a lot easier. Probably a spork, and some steel cups that you can use.
Okay.
And I will put together a cooking kit.
Alright.
I will note that. Add.
Because I have the money to spare, can I get a fine quality cooking kit?
Sure.
Beautiful.
Big spender over here.
How heavy would you say a cooking kit is?
With the pots and pans and everything,
Yeah, because I'm keeping track of my
about 15
character
pounds.
capacity. Okay. My
Are you gonna need more to carry it
no,
for
I'm
you?
not. My character capacity currently is 54 pounds,
Nice.
and that actually takes me up to 52. So I'm right on the cusp.
Just right on
It's
the
fine.
cusp of not being able to do things. All right, so you
Yeah.
guys are you good to go now?
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh
I
yeah.
think
think
so.
so.
All right. Anything else? I mean, are you sure, Robin? You don't want to do anything out of print? You don't want to do anything?
Nope, I am good
You're
to
good.
go.
I'm ready to go.
I'm
With
full of
my-
meat and ready to punch.
I have so many different kits. So much money. Buying like non-combat stuff because I'm not a fighter.
It's
I
it's
hate
it's
the look that
it's
Levi just
it's not what you're
I
doing. It's the phrase that Robin used. Just
Yeah.
um. Wow.
Oh, the next thing we buy you is a wheelbarrow to carry all your kit in.
Yes. You
Oh
do
my
have,
god,
you have a
ferret wheelbarrow.
I've got a mark.
you do have a Mar.
We just turned Layak into a cottage core. And she has a little
Yes.
wheelbarrow and a little apron, and she like gives us a snack.
That's too cute.
Cut me on throat dibbler.
Oh my gosh. All right, so then you guys make the 3-hour trip back. And you find the location of the trail that's actually kind of off to the side, and you guys make your way back. You make your way into the main sanctum and stuff like that, and you make your way all the way to. Let's go ahead and I will switch you guys over to the combat map.
Map time.
Map time.
What's that song from Dora the Explorer? I don't know. 'cause I'm
the
not
map.
that.
I'm the map. I'm the map. Don't say that as I'm singing it.
Oh! I'm sorry, I love you. Okay, here we go.
Gotta reduce things here because
Oh,
while I
that's
have
Dragon
3
Doodle.
screens, I just don't have enough space
fair.
for it.
When you've got a chance, Nat and I have been swapped around again.
Did I swap you guys? I guess I did, didn't I? Yep.
Oh, friendly doodle.
Right, if you're going to do that, I'm just going to quickly grab another beer from the fridge.
Do you guys
Back in
want a
a
bio
moment.
break real quick?
Oh,
Yes,
bio break would actually be
please.
good. Yes.
All right, we'll be right back then.
Need to hang out. And it just reminds me of Finn, because Finn was awful.
Okay. All right. We are semi back. And you guys have actually made your way into this part of where you guys were like, you ran from. You don't see any of the things that were buckling your day roaming around. What do you guys want to do?
Be sneaky for once in Mars' goddamn life.
Yeah, I think being sneaky is a good idea. Which way did Mar go last time? Should we go the opposite?
Mar
So
went to the left last time.
yeah, I
I
went up
believe.
to the left, over
What
here.
if we did it right?
You're right.
We did a
What if-
sneaky sneak.
What
to
if
the
we
right.
did neither, and we did a straight up the top?
Oh yeah.
Because I've got a feeling
Right.
that there are going to be more of those problems around the side.
As we step in, I would like to use my Chovert ability to sense evil.
Oh,
Okay.
Smart.
smart.
It's only a 15-foot radius. You know, if there's anything sort of hidden, it might tell me. And that is a concentration 1 turn, wits check, TS2.
Yeah. So go ahead and make.
I've got a wits of 86.
Yeah. Well, it's mostly for a target, but I know what you're doing with it, so I'll give you an area effect.
Rolled a 20. 80, 70.
Yeah. So you got plenty of successes on that. There is a prevailing sense of evilness in this area. And what's surprising for you, Brother Traken, as you've made your way in here, you've noticed that this was once a temple of Gishra.
Oh.
The paintings, some of the writings on the wall indicate to you that this was once a temple to or a shrine to Gishra. Obviously, it's fallen into disrepair and has been kind of taken over.
That's familiar. Right. I will advance slightly
All right,
and have a look around.
that blue spot that you're on is actually a log that was kind of let loose, and it's obviously no longer swinging, but it was let loose and it has come to a rest. It's hung to the ceiling above you by some very thick ropes. And from what you guys have now noticed, now that you've got a little bit more sense of what's going on, some of those ropes have been put together or tied together with other ropes, so it's not like one long piece. It's like it was makeshift fabrication. Who knows what would happen if it actually had continued to swing or had been used more than once?
It's a bell striking thing.
Right.
Can I salvage any of those ropes?
Do you want to try?
I would like to try, yeah.
All right. Are you going to climb up it?
I can climb up it, yeah.
All right. So make a. Do you have climb? I think you do.
I do have climb, and
Yeah.
I also have a climber's kit.
Well, you don't need a climber's kit for this. It's just a matter of getting on the log and then kind of getting up. How do you want to try to reclaim some of these ropes? I mean, once you get up on the log, right, it shifts a little bit, and it tightens the ropes. The ropes are pretty tight. You'd have to climb to the ceiling and maybe cut them if that's what you want to do.
So yeah, I mean, if some of the ropes are tied to other ropes, then once the tautness has been reduced, then I can untie them. Hopefully.
All right, if that's what you want to do, go ahead and make a climbing skill.
It's 33.
Yeah, so
My climb is 59.
Yeah, you kind of skillfully and acrobatically kind of make your way up the rope, of 1 second. Again, this thing is being held by 4 different points, right? And it kind of swings
Yeah.
back into place. So you climb your way up to one of the ropes that allows you to get up there. Did you want to just cut it, or describe to me what you're doing? Because I understand what you're doing, but I want to know how you're thinking about it.
Can I untie the ropes as opposed to cutting them?
No, the knot is too tight.
Okay, yeah, I'll cut it then. I'll
Right.
use my katana.
I'm taking a step back so I don't get hit by a falling log.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Mar will see you doing that and then copy.
I will also step away from the log.
Nobody wants anything to do with this, except for me.
I want to make a Ren and Stimpy joke, but I'm just brain head empty.
So what comes in person rolls downstairs.
As you make your way over here, Brother Tracken, go ahead and give me an alertness check, and Mar, also give me an alertness check, please.
Oh.
Oh, 39, that's a good roll. We scroll up alertness of 60, so that'll be almost 3 successes. 2 definite.
All right, and what about you, Mar?
That is a 30. 30.
And what's your alertness score?
67.
So that's six successes. You notice coming kind of like out of the shadows over here, some shambling like creatures slowly making their way into the more Britley room where you guys were, with the lanterns and stuff that you have. Let's go ahead, and I've got you guys going into initiative. Nat, you are still kind of busy. You're going to be out of initiative for this first turn, as you're kind of up cutting the ropes and then running up another rope. So this is happening. What happens is you cut one rope,
Sure.
the log kind of like tilts a little bit, you jerk, and you come down, you run up to the other rope, and that means you're going to be over here on the ceiling above here. You're busy doing that when Brother Tracken and Mar see these creatures kind of make their way into the room here. And Mar, they are very reminiscent of the creatures that you basically got trapped with.
Yep, Mar will immediately yell they're back upon seeing them.
Okay. Brother Tracken, you are first up on initiative.
Oh, that's a surprise. Right then.
Well, only because Nat's not going.
Right. Well, in that case, I will bring up my shield, which has my holy symbol embossed on the front of it. And I will try and turn the undead.
What's the distance on that? Is it sight?
All I've got written down is divine knowledge check. They must make a divine defense TS2 undead.
All right, let me just double check that. I think it
Hello
might be distance sighted. Give me a second. Focuses divine presence. Yeah, so it's basically you got to be within 15 feet of them. And where you're standing now, each one of these squares is about 10 feet wide.
They're
about
literally
30 feet away from you.
It says 20 feet on the measurement.
Well, that's true, but you have to double the distance because each one of these squares is approximately 10 feet diameter.
Okay,
10
got
feet.
you.
So yeah,
In that case, I will advance upon them.
Okay.
Ba-ding, ba-ding. And then present my shield and go, away with you, you foul undead.
All right.
And push
right
them
on.
away. With a roll of 8.
Roll of 8 or 80.
8. 0,
All right.
8.
So that's a good roll. You don't fail, and they now have to make a divine defense check at a TS of 2. These are Basic.
It's divine knowledge. That's 57, and I rolled an 8, so that's 47, 37, 27, 17. So that's 4 successes I got.
5 actually.
5 successes there.
Yeah, 5 actually. The best way to do that is just subtract. If you rolled an odd 8, subtract 5 from 0 gives you 5. Had you rolled a 7 or less, it would have been 6. Had it been 0.7, it would have been 6. 0.5, 0.6, it would have been 6. And these guys are your basic undead. I believe I was using skeletal kind of creatures, and they were a little bit more powerful than that. All right, so that one stays, that one's staying, that one's staying, that one flees. That one flees, and I think I've got one more, right? How many is that?
That's 6 rolls.
6 rolls. And let's see here. That was 6, yes. And actually, one of them got a critical, so he's like really not going to go anywhere. So 2 of them are kind of fleeing away from you. Anything else you want to do, brother? Draken?
Let's see.
Yeah, Faith, some of the sounds are weird. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. I don't understand it. I've got to figure it out. It's like the Twitch gods against me.
So the turning undead, divine presence. Yeah, is that a minor or is that my full action? Because I moved as part of an action and then I did that. I don't have any other actions left, do I?
Yeah, that's it. But you still got a simple and a basic. Do you have any simple things you can do? Any spells or anything under simple motions?
Yep, I'll use simple action to remember my training, give myself a +10 to any non-combat skill check. No,
so that's a non-combat skill check would be anything that you're not using a weapon for, right? So you could still be casting. That's not necessarily a combat skill. Combat skill would be melee weapon craft, using a weapon kind of thing. So you're using focused mind as the from the Kova.
Yeah, I was going to add it to me shield use, but that's a combat skill. So
yeah, that's a combat skill. So are you done then? I take it.
What does battle leader do?
Battle leader.
I've not got it. Sorry, I've got it written down, but I haven't got down what sort of action it is.
So battle leader.
Yes, 1 per individual in a group. Grants allies within 20 feet +5 weapon craft bonus per 30 charisma. Lasts for 1 turn per charisma check.
So battle leader, basically, it is a full action to perform.
I'll do that this turn then.
All right, very good.
So I can do.
Is that it? All right, Mar, what are you doing?
Hi. How far can I move?
So you are able to move 30 feet in a normal movement. So from where you're at, you could probably make it to here with a normal move, but if you doubled, you could make it to here.
Right, okay.
And that would be 10 fatigue for you to do that.
It would be what, sorry?
It would cost you 10 fatigue to do that.
10 fatigue to do that.
Yep. Basically, you're double moving. You're hustling.
You know what? Yeah, I'll do that. Would I still be able to attack once I'm
Yes,
now?
absolutely.
Sick. I will do that. I will take the 10 fatigue. I'll sacrifice it. And then I will swing low sweet chariot. I rolled a 59.
So what's your attack skill?
It's a 70.
So that's 2 successes. Which one are you attacking? Do you want to highlight that one? You know how to do that, right? I don't know if you remember.
I will highlight the one in purple.
All right, very cool. So 2 successes versus him. 74. Physical defense. You hit him with that one
hit
attack.
him?
You hit him.
Smack. Cool. What do I roll after that? Literally every week my brain will be like, I've forgotten everything from last
No
week.
worries. So you don't roll for damage, right? It's not D
Don't
and
roll for
D.
damage?
So
Sick. Oh,
basically,
yeah,
it's 2 times your physical, 2 times your base damage plus your strength modifier, and you're using a Imperial.
Yes?
I don't have your character sheet, so I don't know.
I know.
You
I'm
have
using
a
a Bahul Mall.
yeah, you have a Bahul.
Oh, the
Mall
Bahum
that-
Mall. So that's what,
Yeah.
7?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's 14 plus your strength, so it's 24 points of damage. It takes it full. You break down some of its ribs. Its mummified flesh kind of falls to the ground, but it is still up.
Nice.
All right. Do you want to strike again?
Yeah, screw it, why not?
Okay.
I mean, I know why not, but I'm still gonna do it anyway. It was a fail. I rolled an 85.
All right. You go and you swing back, you swing one way and you come back the other way, and you sweep right past it. You
Yeah.
undercut the target. You miss the target. Anything else?
I don't think so. I think I'm good for now.
Okay, Robin, your turn. Multak's turn.
I am going to. Boop, 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 boop. I don't know because I can't. Can I attack if I'm in the same square as someone?
Uh,
Well, if each of these squares are 10 feet,
yeah. So these things are 10 feet, so you can still sit in the same square. Yep.
Sick. I'm gonna punch. I forgot how to make the thing go. I'm gonna punch the one that's directly like this one here, where I've got my little square thing. I don't know how.
So just to let you know, if you want to do it, just click on it, and
Oh, okay.
it'll show you a label, and I've marked it red for you.
Cool. Yeah, that one. That's who I want to punch, and I'm gonna use my Becquerets and. I got a 22 and my skill levels. So that's. Don't know.
Well, no, I didn't even hear you. You're using your weapon?
Yeah, I'm using my weapon, my Becquerets. And I just rolled a 22, and my skill level is 66.
You must be like hardcore hitting those books, because so that's like 4 or 5 successes.
Yes.
Brain mush after long week. I get you. I feel you, especially someone who's writing a paper for Harvard, which is just cool, I guess. I'm jealous. No, that's awesome. Yeah, so 5 successes. And it dodges all 5 of those. It kind of swoops back as you attack it. You want to try it
I get to
again?
hit again though. Yeah.
So this one's going to be at a -10.
I rolled a 7.
And I think your
And-
critical hit is 1 through 10, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, roll your, so that's 7 successes. Go ahead and roll your D10. It's because it explodes.
4.
Yeah, so that's 14 successes. You well into this thing. You hit it. And this blow should have dropped it, but it doesn't.
I hate that. That's the end of my turn. That's it.
Well, you can attack again if you like. You can up to attack him 4 times.
Cool, I'll go again then.
All right, so this one's going to be at a -20.
Balls. Okay, I just got a 77, so I do not.
Okay, that doesn't mean you can't attack. You can attack one more time.
That's a 76.
Yeah, so you failed on both of those. Back to Nat. You are now, you're more alert of what's happening. You're up at the top of the rope, about to cut it. Do you want to cut it, or do you want to do something else?
How many? If I cut that rope, will the log will fall, won't it?
Right, the log will go ka-chunk like this. Because you've
One
only got
side
the
of it
front end.
falls.
Well, yeah, you've only got you've got this side of it.
Yeah. Okay. I would like to cut it.
Okay.
Then I'll climb down. Do I have enough movement to move underneath the raised end?
So you kind of want to go here and then this way,
Yeah, I mean, I
right?
want to stand underneath the
Underneath the
raised.
log. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's not like you had to climb down. It's more or less you just dropped about
Yeah.
5-10 feet and landed on the log, and then you made your way across the log, and now you want to stand underneath the log.
Yeah. Is
Okay.
it? They're too far away for me to use swap, aren't they?
Currently, they are 40 feet away from you. You devil. See what you
Look,
want to do.
I'm making use of my cool magic. So my Jinhua. Can I yell? Let them move closer.
Yeah, you can
And
yell it.
yeah, that's. I use summon animal. I guess instead of using swap, I'll summon an animal.
You're gonna summon the bear again.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm gonna summon the bear again. All reliable. Gotta go find. I'm so glad that all of the spells are listed. Like, it's so easy to go through this player's guide. It's fantastic.
Well, thank you. Go ahead and make your Jinhur check.
That is a 34, which is 3 successes. 4. My Jinhu discipline is 67.
Yeah, you got 4 successes with that. And basic animal, yeah.
It's your choice if you give me the bear again. Or
Yeah, I'm
you
gonna
give me
give you the
something
bear
else.
again. No, it's the bear again. I mean, you're in an
Excellent.
area where there are bears, so I don't see why you would not have bears. So old
Is it the
reliable.
same bear or is it a different bear?
You didn't take time to study the first bear, so you don't really
Oh
know
no.
if this is the same bear or not.
Dang. Fair enough.
Is it smarter than the average bear?
It is Yogi.
Oh God! And I brought picnics.
We're just looking for Boo Bear. Hey, Boo Bear. Let's go kill some skeletons.
Beautiful. Scaling from good to great.
And there you have a con game.
Aren't all games just con games, just more refined?
Yeah, I guess.
I think.
I was gonna say something smart about capital brains too much.
I can't do anything else.
And I
So.
think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the bear will act. Is summoned. It'll appear at the beginning of your next turn, and then you can command it to do what you want to do. Brother Traken, what do you want to do?
Right, simple action. I'm going to give myself +10 to a non-attribute combat check during combat, which will be my divine knowledge, which is what I use for casting, yeah?
Yep.
And then I am going to cast spiritual weapon on Mahir, is that right?
Mahar.
Pronunciation for
Yeah.
your character?
Mahar.
Mahar. Right, I'm going to cast spiritual weapon on Mahar's weapon with a skill roll of 10.
What's your divine knowledge?
My divine knowledge. I really need to print this character sheet off. Divine knowledge. 57, so that's 67. So 60, 50, 40, 30, 12, 11, 10. So that's 7 successes.
All right. So for the next 5 turns, and you need to kind of write this down somehow, a notepad maybe. Your weapon is now considered a holy weapon. It gains a +10 bonus to your attack skill.
Yep, +10 to skill and
Plus
2 successes to damage. 10 plus 1 plus 2 successes.
Wait,
So
weapon gets +10 to attacks. And
Right.
what was the other one?
And then you got
13.
6 successes, right?
So that's 13 bonus damage.
Right. So it's 13 holy damage.
Just on top of whatever damage I do.
Absolutely. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I need
Amazing.
something new. And that is your full turn. Are you going to do anything else there, the tracking?
I'm not keen on the idea of withdrawing, but I've been told to, so I'm assuming these are an experienced fighting team, and we'll do so.
Experienced at dying.
I'm about to do something funky. I don't know what you're on about.
All right, Em, it is your turn.
Hi, I would like to start by using Don't Think Act. It's dumb time, baby.
It's dumb time. It's dumb
Always
time.
It's
It's
dumb,
dumb
time.
time.
Time to use the brain cell.
Woo! So hang on.
Don't
These-
think,
I
just
increase my
act.
attack skill by temporarily sacrificing intelligence for the next 5 turns as well. So the next 5 turns are going to be bleeding aggressive. I get +2 to my attack.
How much of your intelligence modifier are you going to sacrifice?
Oh, all of it.
Head empty, no thought.
So
Yeah,
what's
no
your
thought, just bash?
yeah? So what's your intelligence modifier?
It's a 3, so I get
So-
+6.
No, plus 15.
+15.
Yeah,
Mar's not a bimbo.
he's a himbo.
Mars an icon is what he is.
So plus 15. So your attack right now is
Is that
a plus
25?
25 right now. So
Yeah.
what's your attack skill?
My attack skill is 70.
So it's 95 now.
Okay.
Go to town.
I'm gonna swing. Can I do a sweep as well? Hit purple first. Bash purple into red.
Yes, absolutely.
Sick. Oh, that was help.
But it's a minus. So it's basically a minus 20 to your attack though, because you're doing a sweep. It's minus 10 per each target.
-10 per target.
Right. But that basically means you still have a 75. Instead of going lower, like 50s, the
Yeah.
bonuses you got are wiped out by the negative of you wanting to swipe at both of them.
You know what? I won't do the sweep purely because these things are being a pain to take down anyway. So if I can just take one down, that seems like the smarter of the
Okay.
smart idea. So I rolled a 35.
So that's 6,
Yes, 6
6,
successes.
7 successes actually.
7 successes.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So let's see here. They have got a physical defense of 59. I've got 2 successes, 3 successes total. So off of yours, it's 4 successes worth of damage. So 4 times 7 is 28, plus 13 is, oh my god, brain dead, of 41. So how do you say again?
28 plus 15.
What was the
28
maths?
plus
Sorry.
13.
Yeah, 41.
It's 41.
21, yeah.
You bring your hammer, this Bahul Maul, straight down on top of this thing, and you crack it in such a way that you literally drive the skull and the head through the spine and right down through the middle of its body. It falls to the ground, just it shivers for a second and stops shivering. You all kind of notice this blackish, tarish, greasy like smoke kind of come up from it, and then it just slowly dissipates into these like small lights of white as it just dissipates out.
Cool. Can I then try and whack-a-mole the one in
Whack,
red
whack, whack
in
the
a
wall.
similar-
Yep, go.
in a similar fashion?
Yep. This attack will be at a minus
That's
10.
Exploding dice. Is that a thing in attacks rules?
Yes.
Yes.
You rolled an ot 1 through ot 5? Or your crit?
Oh wait, no, I just rolled a doubles. Never mind, I was stupid. I just rolled an 8 altogether.
An
That's
8?
within your
That's
crit.
within your
Yeah.
crit, so
That
then
is within the crit, yeah.
yeah.
The crit range with your maul is 1 to 10, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll your D10 exploding.
I rolled another exploding,
Okay, it explodes again.
and then I rolled a 6.
So 26 plus your normal attack minus 10 is 85. 34 successes worth of damage on this one if it doesn't succeed. So even with it's really messed up physical defense. You've still got 32, 31 successes worth of damage on it. You bring the hammer down, you lift it up, you just turn and come straight down on it. You hit this one in the exact same way, but with a resounding thud. You bury your hammer about 6 inches into the stone as it just cracks underneath it, and the head just like it evaporates underneath. And the same experience happens. You see the body quiver for a second, and above it comes this thick, inky, tarish like residue smoke, and it just then dissipates into this like brilliant light as it just disappears into nothingness.
Sick. And with that, I will quit while I'm ahead, and he will do as his lovely wife says and step back.
All right, Robin, it is your turn.
I'm gonna bash again on the red boy.
No, you can't. Red boy's dead.
Oh,
Yeah, Red
cool.
Boy's dead.
I'll move forward then. Sorry, the red boy was still on the map.
Yeah, I just hadn't getting rid of him.
It's okay. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna bash the one straightly. Words are hard. I'm gonna bash the one in front of me, straight ahead of me, and I'm not on the right clicky thing.
I got you.
Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna bash him. Shit. Okay, I rolled 77.
You rolled a what?
77.
You need to get new dice. You can spend a heroic luck to re-roll if you want.
I will spend a heroic luck to re-roll. Okay, hold on. My heroic luck is now 4. I'm gonna roll with different dice and hope that they don't betray me. And I rolled a 75.
So you miss.
I missed!
On the first attack.
Exactly.
Go ahead and roll again. This one's going to be at a minus 10.
No, that was bad.
Oh my god.
I saw the 0 and was like, no, it's 90.
And you miss with that one. Do you want to spend a heroic luck to re-roll that one?
No.
You were doing so well. Hey, Stoic. You were doing so well last time, and now it's like,
The universe hates me right now. Okay.
So it looks like Stoic Vector gave you a heroic luck that you can use
so much.
on the game.
I don't know who you are, but I love you.
So Stoic is actually another Rakas in my every other Sunday game.
Thank you.
So yeah, she needs it.
Please
She missed
accept-
that. Are you
Please
done?
accept my eternal gratitude. No, I'm gonna re-roll.
Okay.
Because you got the heroic luck.
36! Ha! Ha ha ha! And I have a 66.
So 3 successes.
Yes.
Ot 7 critical.
Quick maths.
Yeah. Yeah. It dodges out of the way. It kind of laughs at you and sneers a little bit, like.
This is my Joker moment.
So are you going to attack it again? You got one more.
Oh yes.
Go for it. This is at a minus 20 now.
18.
All right. So what is your attack score? Your weapon craft for the weapon?
Craft.
Yeah. Just look at the box that says your attacks. The big number.
66.
So 66 minus 20, 46. For 18, 28, 38. You got 3 successes again. And this time you actually hit it because it kind of stumbles back towards you as you hit it. You got 3 successes worth of damage. You bring your weapon into bashing this thing, and it just doesn't work. It, like, you hit it, you hit it. Some flesh kind of chips off a little bit, but still no no serious wounds that you can see have actually taken place.
I'm gonna go jump up and down on a car and become the Joker.
Good job, Mosaic.
It's their turns. This is the first time they've actually gotten to attack. Both of these come at you. And first one swings at you. It's got seven successes in its first attack against you. It's clawed attack.
Great. Sorry, what number do you need off my character?
So physical defense. Remember, you really are brain dead today, Robin. You know, if you're seriously, no, look, if you're that tired, I'd rather you say, listen, I just wanted to sleep. We'd be like, okay, we totally understand.
I want to play.
Okay. So you'll need your physical defense.
Okay. Cool.
And it is 7 successes.
56.
So roll. You're going to need a critical to avoid all of these, but roll. The more, remember, for every 10 underneath you get is 1 that you take away from me.
I got a 21. That's 56.
So that's 3,
3 successes.
4 successes. So it's only 3 attacks, 3. So it's going to do 3, 9, 10, 14 points of damage. What's your armor?
My armor is. Why don't I know what this is?
Did you say ring earlier? Because if it's ring, it's 10 points.
Yeah, if it's ring, no, if it's ring armor, it's actually 11.
It's 11.
No, it's
Yeah.
not. It's hardened armor, so it's 9.
So it's 9. All right. So you do it. So it, you take what did I say? 14. You take 5.
Cool.
5 now. Make a stamina check. TS of 2.
Oh, I got a 74 and my stamina is 6.
You take an additional. You are now. You feel like there's a massive amount of cold around you, and you take 10 points of cold damage as the claws dig into your flesh.
I hate that.
Now also make a willpower check.
Okay. That's a 35, and my willpower 4, so that's 2, 3.
As long as you were successful, just as long as you rolled underneath it, you were successful. You feel, even with the coldness of that attack, you feel like you were your body was about to be infected with some sort of negative energy, and it kind of chills you to the heart. And that is that one's attack. The other one reaches forward with its claws. I've got a critical here. Do you want to avoid it?
Yes, please.
So what you'll need to do is you'll need to spend 2 heroic luck to avoid it, I believe. Let me double check. I believe that's what it is. Let me get to that real quick. Because I changed up the rules on that just recently on how this works. Yeah, all right. So once per turn, a character may avoid being the target of a critical strike. When you do so, you forgo your next full action. So basically, you have a choice. You either take the critical hit and be able to act next turn, or critically avoid it and miss your whole next turn as you're avoiding this attack.
I'll take the hit and then. Oh no, I will not take the hit, and I will not turn.
So you're spending the heroic luck?
Yes.
All right, so your next entire turn you miss, essentially.
Cool.
Nat, your turn. You see Moltak just get swamped by these 2 creatures that are over there.
Neither of them are within 30 feet of me.
I do not think
Because
so.
Somebody decided not to retreat, even though they used like 3 feet of movement.
Yeah, they're about 50 feet away from you.
Your brain is little, Robin.
I know. My brain is shriveled up and wrinkled like a creature's heart.
Now, most brains are wrinkly, but that's not a bad thing. You've had a hell week. What do you expect?
Apparently, the more wrinkles your brain has, the better.
Mm-hmm.
Smooth.
Which is why they call it which is why smooth brain is an insult.
Yeah.
Robin
My
and
brain-
wrinkles out every morning.
My brain's a pebble.
Well, you can still be a small
Right.
pebble, but it could have a ton of wrinkles in it. So stop
I
stop
don't know
that.
anything
Stop that.
unless it's about robot porn or simulation. So
I'm gonna use swap.
You're gonna swap? Who are you gonna swap? You have to move. You can't get that close. It's too far away from you.
Can I move just far enough to get into range for Maltec?
So let's see here. It has to be what, 30 feet?
Yeah, it's 30 feet.
So you would have to move to this square. And your bear is still here.
Yeah, I'm gonna swap Maltec and my bear.
Okay.
Ooh.
As he moves, I would like to spend heroic luck to act outside my initiative for a full action.
All right, so that's going to be 3 heroic luck for you to do so,
Yep.
and then you forgo your next full act.
I'm casting aid on him as he moves past me.
Okay, cast aid.
07.
Oh, that's an odd. That's brilliant. But well, it's not like a critical, but it's still awesome.
Good. It's good.
Aid. This is what aid gives you.
Yeah, I've got the page open. So, aid.
So 3. You get to give him 3. Yeah.
Points.
Well, no,
3
you can only give him one type, one of the 3 at this point.
I'll give him the bonuses to defense. So I'll go with physical defense since that's what they seem to be doing.
Well, why don't you do 2, because that gives you a +5 to any one skill check per 3 successes for the spell's duration.
Yeah, okay.
Right?
Divine knowledge, 57.
What's in spell's duration? Shouldn't be spell's duration. There's no duration. No, for 10 minutes. Yeah, for 10 minutes.
5 successes.
So how many successes did you get?
5.
So it's going to be a +5 to your your spell, your Jinhor ability.
Oh, fantastic.
Nah. So it gives you a +5 bonus.
So that puts me at 72 to clear. Right, so that is... Well, thank God for that, because that's a 60.
Oh wow, yeah, there you go. So you've got what, 1 success, right? 2 successes?
72, so that would be...
Or 1 success.
1 success?
1 success. Well, that's enough, isn't it?
It should be, yeah.
I have to actually get to swap real quick. Are you going to resist it, Robin?
Maltec.
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Nah.
All right. You find yourself suddenly staring at the back of Liak's furry head, and the bear has been placed in your position. They begin to battle, right? It begins swapping at it. It's swapping. It's not doing anything. It's not taking them down. It's biting on them. It's, but it's just not taking them down.
I have a feeling
Somebody's
that the
watching
type
you.
of damage that we're doing to the skeleton.
Can I go back under the log?
You scramble back underneath the log.
As I scramble past Maltec, I hiss, "Next time I tell you to retreat, retreat."
Shaking a clawed finger in your face.
Well, that's me told.
You've been, that's you tell.
Brother Traken, it is your turn.
Right, I don't get a full action.
You don't get a full action, but you do realize that you are fighting undead, and that requires special weapons.
Can I command my beast?
Then we move past to Mar. Mar, you're the only one that can act this turn besides Lyak.
Can I command my beast during my turn?
Yeah, you do, and it's. I'm assuming you're saying attack, correct?
I'm commanding it to retreat again. I want them to
Oh.
let them get closer to me.
Oh.
All right, so you retreat backward. It retreats backwards. Okay, absolutely. It's so Lyak, it's still your turn.
Oh yeah, that's it. I'm just commanding it to
On your
back off.
turn, right?
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
Mar, it's still your turn.
Alright, that's fine.
I
I
can't.
know you want them to retreat, but that's not fun for me. So Mar's gonna just boop. It's fine. I can boot back. I'll make him green. I want to whack-a-mole the green guy.
Whack-a-mole. All right, go for it.
I've still got all my pluses, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Got my
We've
plus
got another 4
25.
rounds left on the holy weapon.
Yep. Thank God, because what number was I at altogether?
You're at 95.
Okay, yeah, thank God, because I rolled an 89.
So that's one success.
Uno, 6-1.
It kind of sidesteps you, and it kind of like moves into this square here. Looks like it's moving into that square there as it kind of sidesteps your attack. You want to attack again?
Yes. That's a 62. These dice aren't being fun.
So that's 3, 4, 6, 6, so 62, 72, 82, 92. That's 4 successes.
Yeah.
And it's only got 1 success, so you're gonna hit it for 3.
Nice.
So 3 times 7 is 21, plus 13 is 34 points of damage. You crack into this thing. You take off its one arm and collapse one part of its chest. The flesh and bones kind of crumble to the ground. You can see the smoke is kind of rising, but it hasn't dissipated yet from your hit. You want to hit it again?
If I hit it again, am I still going to be able to step back, or would that be...
Okay, so movement works like this. You have up to so on your normal movement you can step and you can move 30 feet, I believe. Yeah, 30 feet. So from where you were to where you're at, that was 20 feet. You can still step back 10 feet after your attack, though.
Okay, that's fine. In that case, yes, I want to hit again. The only thing scarier than skeletonies is my wife being mad at me. So... That is a 28.
All right, so how many successes?
It was 95, right?
Yep.
So 28, 38, 48, 58, 68, 78, 88. I'm counting 6 successes.
And so you're at 95 and you rolled a 28. That would be correct.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, it kind of stumbles back into your attack line as you bring this hammer full down. So that's, would we say that was 7 successes? Again, you
6 successes, I think.
say again.
6 successes.
So 6 times 7 is 42 plus 14, right?
Plus
13.
So 55.
Yeah, you again bring this hammer across its head and down through it. You smash through its, literally this time splitting its body by taking a chunk completely out of it. And that smoke that you had started to generate kind of gets a little thicker, a little denser, and then it kind of just dissipates off into soft white lights.
Okay, cool. And then I just want to go boop back the way. Step back. So I'm still technically retreating. Following the rules.
All right, we are back to the top of the next turn, and it's Nat's turn. Hey, bye, Master Markham. Thanks for hanging out. So it's your turn, Nat.
Can I wait until after the
You want to hold?
ghoul has acted? Yeah.
So you want to hold your turn?
Yeah, I do.
All right, brother Tracken, it's your turn.
Okay, I think we'll go with another. Use a simple action to give myself +10 to my divine knowledge. And then we'll put holy weapon on Multax's weapon.
Thank you.
So I'm going to give you another option. Instead of doing that with
Oh.
Multac, you can definitely do it with Multac, but because you haven't asked, natural weapons are considered weapons. So those bear's claws are actually considered weapons. You can cause them to be spiritualized.
Okay. Oh, okay.
That's an option. That's an option
There.
you can do, or you can give it to Multac. It's your choice.
Holier than the average bear.
Holier than the average bear. Okay. No, I rolled a 34 with. I need to start writing down my divine knowledge skill on a bit of paper. 57, 67. So that's 4 successes.
4 successes. So
Yep.
it's going to have. I can get the spiritual weapon. Why don't I just do a spiritual weapon? So it gains a +10 to its damage, which is considered holy at this point. And so it gets a +1 to its damage, and a +10 to its attack skill. So it's getting 11 holy damage that it can use and an attack skill of 10. The bear's claws and its feet kind of begin to glow. In fact, you notice now even the teeth are glowing this like bright bluish light.
Right. And how many turns is that one going to last?
That's going to last 5 turns. It always lasts 5 turns.
Okay. I thought it was based on how well you rolled.
No, not anymore. We got rid of that for various reasons.
Okay. You get a holy weapon next turn. Right, that's me done.
All right. It is Mars' turn.
Alright. Are you gonna be peeved if you've set up this whole plan and I go in and kill it?
Kill it. It's fine.
Okay, good.
Well, the summoned animal will stay for so 1 turn, and you got 6 successes on that, right?
We got 4 successes.
4 successes. So it's got another turn, and then it just kind of dissipates.
Sure.
So I rolled a flat 20, which means exploding dice?
No.
No. I'm still not getting the hang of this.
No,
Fine,
no.
roll-
It's you thought flat 20. You thought a D, like a D20, right? Kind of like being a sense, right? So you have to roll
Kinda, yeah.
you'd have to roll an +1 through +10 to
Right.
get your. It's always +1 through well, for you right now it's +1 through +10.
Yeah, that's fine. So I rolled a 20. So that's with my 95, 30, 50, 60, 70, 80, 97 successes.
Wow. I've got 2 successes, so take that.
You've got 2 little stinky successes.
Actually, I've only got 1 success. I've got exactly 1 success. I thought I had 2.
A single stinky success.
Oh, how unfortunate.
So that's
it
what,
becomes-
5?
I got 7 successes.
So
you got
6. So
6
42,
plus 13, 55.
55 points of damage. And again, with a resounding thud, you bring your hammer. It's knotty. It's knotty thick. Never mind. It's gonna go weird. It's very. Never mind. You bring the hammer down on top of this thing, and with a resounding thud, you bury the hammer again into the ground, cracking the stone. And it instantly kind of goes up into that icky smoke, right? Thick tarish thing, and it just then dissipates into the nothingness around you.
Nice.
And at that point, the bear disappears. And that is dead.
I bet your plan would have been really good if I hadn't gone in and killed everything
Doesn't matter,
first.
does it?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what I wanted to do with my non-combat abilities. It doesn't matter, does
No, because I've got a big hammer.
it? Look at me.
You should see the glare they're giving me from behind my laptop right now. Cool.
Ooh.
I mean, Mara wants to immediately go over and check that Liak's okay, hiding under the log.
Like is pouting at everybody.
Didn't do what I asked.
You didn't do it the way I wanted to do it. I was gonna be cool.
All right. Now what do you want to do?
I will check more checkups in for injuries. Do you require healing?
I only. Yeah, probably. I took 15 points of damage. So
Yeah, you're bleeding pretty
I'm
profusely.
bleeding.
But you were also hit
Okay.
with cold.
Oh yeah, I'm like cold to my soul.
And I
Yeah, right, well, in that case,
use my last salve to save.
use cure wounds on her.
All right, go for it. Roll your divine knowledge. And the way cure wounds
0,
works,
2.
you rolled an ot 2.
Yep.
All right, fantastic.
Give me-
Roll your exploding d10.
10,
Roll 10. Roll it again.
9, 19.
So 29 plus your 57, 24, 25 successes worth of awesomeness. Basically, you are hit with when he lays his hands on your shoulder to heal you, you feel an intense heat, like the drinking of a very strong rum and slamming it just emanate through your body, and you feel this real wonderfulness about it, because he does 15, 30. What's your charisma modifier?
Fine.
No, not
Oh,
yours.
mine. My charisma is 85, so it's a 7.
40 points of health have been restored to you. You feel invigorated. In fact, if you lost any fatigue points, those are reduced. Those are brought back to you as well.
Thank you.
You've got these rosy little cheeks on your green skin now.
Cost me 9 fatigue to cast that, yeah.
If it's a second level, it would be 6.
6 fatigue.
Yeah, 6 fatigue.
Also, just looked at cure, simple action, light, heals 15, plus 1 per success, fatigue costs 9 per casting.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's 9 per casting. Yep. Sorry.
Right.
Thank you.
There's a great ability. Ultimately, everybody should ultimately try to take. It's called Kismet, where you can store rolls like that for later use.
Andy.
Right, so you can go, yes, I'm going to store that, but I'll redo it again. Whatever roll I take is whatever I take, but you can store it for a later use. So it's kind of like building up an armory of like, I've got 40 successes. I'm going to punch this dude, right?
That does sound really cool, actually.
I like
What
that.
sort of ability is that? How do you?
Everybody's like, really? Tell me about that.
Tell me,
Tell us
tell me
what,
more.
tell us what. We need to know. Squirrel!
Take all of my money.
Let's see where.
I just want to read it on the.
That's fair.
I don't
It's
think I can
his
take
name.
it.
It's called
Okay,
Kismet.
What
And
does
it's-
it come under?
It's a general ability.
Oh, it's a general ability. Never mind, I might be able to take it.
You need Lucky Devil to take it though, and a Charisma of 75. Basically, through this ability, a character can spend 1 heroic luck to store an extremely good roll for later use. Upon doing this, a character fails the current roll. When the character wishes to use the stored roll, they just spend the heroic luck to use the roll. You can only store 1 Kismet per purchase of this ability.
Okay. Cool. Never mind. I have different priorities. That charisma is not.
There's
I
a
have
whole
several-
whole path, a luck path, right, that we have in the game. It starts off. Stop yawning. You're gonna make me yawn. Thank you
I'm
very
sorry.
much.
Well, wait, hold on. No, I have 74 charisma. I could easily meet that requirement.
Well, you would need to take Lucky Devil first, but Lucky Devil allows you this. You have a knack of being lucky. Anytime you roll a skill or an ability check and the dice ends in a 7, 7, 17, 27, 37, 47, 57, whatever, you gain half of your charisma modifier in bonus successes to your next skill and ability
Wow.
check.
That's delightful.
That's amazing.
So if you have a charisma modifier of 7, that would be 3 successes on that you gain on your next skill check that you would be able. You stop yawning too, Em. You know what? Listen.
Look at me.
You know, I'm the one that's been at work all day.
Yeah, these guys have been hanging around, lounging around, not doing anything,
Taking care of a baby today.
and
It's a very busy day.
and Robin is all like, "Ah, I've been writing all day."
I have.
I'm only teasing you guys. So look, it is 11:38, 11:40 your guys' time.
It is, yeah.
Do you want to end here for tonight and pick it up next Saturday?
I'm good for that.
Yeah, that sounds good to
I
me.
think that'll be a
yeah.
good,
All right,
good
just
show.
especially with
Oh.
Robin going.
I was trying to hide that. I was just...
Do you know I've yawned twice in the last 10 minutes?
I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying I've yawned twice, but I haven't gone like this. So it was being so like.
I was trying to hide it. I was trying to...
We're too extra. We're two extras.
You're two extras, right? Exactly. But it was
Yeah.
awesome. All right, guys, we are stop stoic. You're not allowed to yawn either. You got the chat yawning now. Good job,
Everyone
you
yawns.
guys. Everybody yawns.
I'm sorry. I'm a stressed.
You're stressed. Hey, stay off the caffeinated drinks over there, kiddo.
I haven't. I've banned myself from energy. I had an
Good.
in a month.
Okay. All right, we are done for this week. We will pick up in next week as I continue to explore this region to try to find the girl who somehow survived the undead, the Kaznarks, and this other stuff. And where is she? But we'll get back to it.
We're gonna find
Oh,
her.
no one told me about that.
Oh yeah.
said what-
We've
someone
just
got
taken
fed in
you
the
with
cave.
us. to the
No.
room.
We just brought you with you. Okay, I'll go with you. Why am I going with you? We don't tell you. You just
Because
come
there's
with
evil
us.
that needs vanquishing.
Because it's evil that needs vanquishing. That's all I need to
Yeah.
know.
Yes.
And we will be back in next Saturday and stuff. Hopefully, I won't be tired. Multak will have gotten through most of their papers and had a good nap before the game. And don't listen to my wife. She's like, take a nap during the game. No.
No.
We'll have like a 1 hour long bio break
Right.
that's just having a nap.
Taking a nap in the game is what I did last week.
Yeah, you did. All right. Anyways, we will see you guys next week. Have a safe week and everything like that. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye, everybody.
See you next week.